all geek to me!
Hello, welcome to episode 10 of the It's All Geek to Me podcast. But first, it's time for some geek news. So cue the applause. And cue the laugh track. Let's get into the geek news. It's Thanksgiving time, and that is a favorite time of the year for the woke to go nuts. This time, they are protesting the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special because Franklin, the black character, sits on the other side of the table. Did they ever think maybe Franklin doesn't want to sit with those honky perker woods? The cast of The View will be celebrating Thanksgiving on the air this week. Ham has been outlawed from the menu due to The View cast being a collection of pigs, and cannibalism ain't cool. WWE Grand Slam champion of female wrestling set a record on Jeopardy this week, getting 0 answers right through 60 questions, and these are the dumb celebrity questions. Guess her skills lay somewhere else. I just want to thank you all for a great year on the podcast, and I hope you have a great Thanksgiving Thursday and an even better Diarrhea Friday.
We just hit 1 million views on all platforms. You name it. X, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. It's all geek to me. And that Instagram too. We just hit 1 million views on all platforms combined. Let's go! Like, I can't believe I've gotten this far, and I didn't think 1 million people were going to watch my content. That's a lot of people, to be honest. But thank you all. And a special thank you to all the celebrities and the compilation video they made me. Here it is.
Such an accomplishment. I'm so happy for you and so very proud.
I mean, we could talk about your fantastic athleticism on the court, but it's what you do off the court that makes you a real GOAT.
To see you with this type of accomplishment, it always gives a confirmation of you can be great no matter where you come from.
Congratulations on this historic milestone. That's pretty good for a past first guy.
It is important to recognize greatness and great accomplishments.
It's always fun watching the Laker get it done. You understand what I'm saying? Blake Show. Let's go.
Of course, you're no stranger to breaking records, but this record, this is one to be more than just acknowledged. This is one to be celebrated.
Keep going, my brother. It's all the best. Much love, my G.
Love you, King. La Familia for life.
I love you, man, and congratulations.
Keep soaring to new heights. Love you.
Now, we get into this week's topic. My friend, Ben Laren from the Massachusetts area, where we live, he decided to rank all the Tri-Valley gyms in the area. Tri-Valley is a sport. Tri-Valley is a very interesting sport. So, it's not a sport, but it's a league. And he decided to rank all the gyms in our area. So, this vacation, do yourself a favor and hit the gyms. I'm going to be passing the mic over to him, and he's going to be telling us about these gyms. Thank you all again for watching, and let's take it over. Take it away, Ben.
List, and that being S tier being the best, A tier being pretty good, or really good, B being pretty good, or alright, I guess, C's D's not terrible, E's bad, and then F's, yeah, pretty terrible. So first gymnasium in alphabetical order, we have Ashland. Not a terrible gymnasium, like, from what I could see, it looks kind of packed, but that could have been for something else, or not a game, you know. From what I could see, I'm gonna have to put it in C tier. Like, it doesn't look bad, but there's not a lot I can see. Next we have Bellingham. This is an updated image, so looks outdated, but for the most part, this would have been renovated and now the gymnasium looks nice and all that. Like, in this image, it still looks pretty decent, yes, but like, doesn't quite look as great as it could have been. But from what I know of, I'm gonna put them, I'll put them A tier, because it is a really nice gymnasium, even though this image discredits it. Denim? Yeah. Denham's already kind of a crap city anyway, so just having their gymnasium be pretty terrible. Yeah, their gymnasium, even though from that angle doesn't look bad, it looks like it's some like penitentiary court or something. Like, it does not look nice. It probably has something to do with the fact that it's an older building and it hasn't been renovated, or like they don't have the money to renovate it. I don't know, it's Denham. They don't really put money in that stuff. Next is Dover Sherborne. It doesn't look terrible, but I wouldn't say, compared to like the other gymnasiums in the conference, I don't think it's bad or good. It's just right there with Ashland. It's kind of C tier. Okay, next is Hopkinton. It's a nice building. It's a nice gymnasium. It's a big gymnasium too. Like the court isn't even like the full thing. It's maybe like a third of it. Like, pretty big building, and I like Hopkinton. It's probably better than Bellingham, because like they probably put a crap ton of money in putting that building together. Like, it looks really nice. I won't say it's like college level or university level, but like, it's way too much money for one of these little high school conference things. But it looks really nice. I'll probably put it in an S here. It's probably going to be one or like very few that's going to be in here. Holliston, very similar. Holliston's it's kind of middle of nowhere, kind of ghetto-ish, but not really. Like, I'll tell you one thing, like, it's still way better than Dedham, but like, compared to everything else, it's not that great. Alright, next is Medfield. And from this angle, the gymnasium doesn't look terrible, but like, Medfield's like the one of two buildings for a conference that I've never been to, the other one being Ashland. But I know that, again, like, not terrible, but from what I see, it's kind of has to be stuck at a C. Okay, what is this? Medway, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Medway. And I think this is like one of two, from what I know of, that kind of has the gymnasium like down. Like, it has like a concourse around it. Like, it's like the only gymnasium at this conference that has it. And Medway's building, also pretty nice. And their gymnasium, also pretty nice. I'm gonna put them up in A tier. Like, they're not the best, but pretty good. But are they better than Bellingham's building? think because it's kind of like underground, not really underground, but like kind of, but it has a concourse. So Medway, I say, it is a nice building. Like Bellingham and Medway, they have both pretty good buildings, but I will say Medway's a little better. Next is, I think, Millis, I think? Yeah, it looks to be Millis. Again, at least Holliston has, like, the benefit of having, like, space for, like, a statistician's table. This doesn't have one. And they don't even have, like, they don't even put out, like, chairs for, like, the teams or anything. It's, at least for the road team, like, they just go on the bleachers and, not really bleachers, but, you know. With, like, Hopkinton and Dedham, I think at least, but I think based on Dedham's, like, ghetto-ness, and basically they're synonymous for being a crappy city, I will put Millis in E tier. Like, they're of course they're gonna be better than Dedham, but literally everyone is better than Dedham, and it's definitely not as nice. It's definitely not nicer than Holliston, from what I remember. And then we have Norton. Norton has a really, really nice building. Like, it's a glass exterior. It's really nice. The gymnasium, however, I mean, it's pretty good. I won't say it's the best. Definitely put it in, like, B tier. Like, it's good, but I won't say it's, like, Bellingham or Medway. Next, we have Norwood. This image does not serve justice to how, honestly, pretty good that building is. Like, half the gymnasium, half of it's, like, the actual, like, basketball court. The other half, I have no clue what they do over there. But again, like Medway, they're like the one of two. It kind of has like a area where like you can view it from another level. Like, that's really nice. And I like their building is also really nice too. It's like, it looks like one of those government buildings from like, I don't know, Independence Hall or something. Like, it looks really nice aesthetically, but like gymnasium, it's kind of like Norton that way, where it's nice exterior, like okay gym, but does get extra points for having another section where you can view it from another level, and it's a government building. So I'll put them in A tier, but I don't think it's a better gym than Bellingham now. And then we have Westwood. Westwood's gym is, it's alright, you know. Very much in a similar style to Norton. And the building is kind of like Dover Sherburne, where it's kind of like a college campus, kind of. But again, like, and it has conference banners, so that's also pretty nice. I like that when you have conference banners. It's pleasing aesthetically. And you know, very similar to Norton, I'll put them in B tier, but they don't have the luxury of having that nice exterior. I mean, their exterior is nice, but not as nice as Norton's. No one's exterior is as nice as Norton. This is based on the building itself, like the exterior. Norton would be number one. But based on the gymnasium, yeah. Like Norton and Westwood, they're pretty close. Like, they're almost pretty similar, but like Norton's better. And also, like, it's a more seats, I think, in Norton. from what I can remember, it's been a little bit since I went to Norton. But at least a gymnasium. But overall, that's the tier list for Bellingham for the Tri-Valley Conference gymnasiums, or Tri-Valley League. So yeah, that's all I have to say. It's only 12 gymnasiums. I mean, none of these are as great as Franklin's gymnasium from the images I've seen.
Thank you, Ben, for that ranking. I agree with you 100%. I do think most of the gyms that you've said are good. And like you said, when you put them in the bad areas, they're bad and decent. Thank you for coming on, Ben. If you want Ben back, please let me know. We are planning to do some geeky sports stuff on here, so thank you for watching this week's episode of It's All Geek to Me. Again, have a Merry Thanksgiving. And thank you to my friend, Ben Laren, for coming on this week's episode of It's All Geek to Me. Thank you all, and have a good day.
It's all geek to me.